Alright, so as I promised, I am back with another video. This time it's a real video, a cooking demo, if that's what you want to call it. So, this is something that I normally make for lunch on a pretty regular basis because it's something that's really quick and easy to make. What it is essentially is a, I guess I'm going to call it a spicy tofu wrap. And I just recently came up with this one, so I hope you guys like it. It's really easy. So what I did is I usually take, sorry if I keep just cutting myself out of the video here. I'll try not to do that. So what I do is I take about a half a block of tofu, and as I'm spilling water all over the counter here, if you ever have a problem with tofu freezing when you put it into the refrigerator or try to save it, because I used to always have that problem until I figured out that the way to actually store tofu after you open it is to store it in a bowl of water. You put enough water so that it covers the tofu, and for some reason that stops it from freezing. I'm actually not sure what the reason is for that happening. It's something I'm going to have to look into. I'll get back to you on that. So anyways, I'm just going to empty the water out of this here, and I'll just take the tofu out for a minute, because I actually want to use this bowl to make the sauce for the tofu. So, alright, the sauce is really easy, and what it consists of, as I grab my ingredients out of the refrigerator, it consists of peanut butter, hot sauce, and tamari, which might seem like a weird combination, or not really, I don't think so, but some people might think it's a weird combination. So I use about a tablespoon of peanut butter. What the peanut butter does is it's going to act as a fat, but it's also going to kind of emulsify the hot sauce and the tamari, and it's going to make it like a really creamy dressing. So I'm going to get the tamari out, and if you don't have tamari, you can just use soy sauce. It does the same thing. I just think that tamari has a little more flavor. It's a little more concentrated, and it also, well, I buy the reduced sodium, so it has a little less salt. So you put about a teaspoon of tamari into there, and the last thing you want to use is the hot sauce. This particular brand of hot sauce is probably like the most ghetto hot sauce that you can find. I actually have to go to the regular supermarket to find this stuff. It's called Louisiana hot sauce, and I mean, it's an all-natural product. It's just peppers, vinegar, and salt. But I found that this is one of the best hot sauces if you really want something that tastes like a hot sauce and not. I don't know. I just haven't found any in any of the natural food stores. I haven't really kind of natural or organic brand of hot sauce that has that flavor that I'm going for. It works really well if I'm gonna do buffalo seitan or something like that. This is the one that I always use. So, and it's incredibly cheap. This huge gigantic bottle, it's 32 ounces. It's a quart, is like $2, or I think it might be like $1.87. So it's incredibly cheap as well. So anyway, in the bowl I have a tablespoon of peanut butter and a teaspoon of tamari, and then I'm gonna put about a tablespoon of the hot sauce in there. I don't normally measure anything. I usually just kind of eyeball it. If you want to measure it, that's fine, but I don't think that this is really a recipe that requires measuring, so if you're pretty good at just guesstimating how much you're putting in there, just feel free to do that. So I'm just mixing everything together here. At first it's gonna seem like it'll seem like the peanut butter really doesn't want to mix in very well with the tamari and the hot sauce, but you just have to keep mixing it. It'll all come together. And I actually used a chunky peanut butter. I guess it works a little better. It's a little better of a consistency if you use smooth, but it really depends on what you're going for, because I personally like the crunchiness of the little peanut butter chunks in here, or the chunks of peanut. So it's really up to your personal preference. But after you mix it all up enough, this is what it should look like. If you can see, it's kind of like a hot sauce, it looks like. I know it's kind of hard to see the sauce because it's the same color as this Red Bull. So the next thing I do is take the half a block of tofu that I have and just crumble it into little pieces. Crumble the whole thing right into the bowl with the sauce. Alright, so now the tofu is all crumbled. And the last part is just to mix everything up so that the tofu gets really well coated. And when you're finished, what you should have is something that looks like this. So, alright, well maybe, I think it looks a little less appetizing on this camera than it does in person, but no, there you go. You can see what it should look like. So, what I'm gonna do is, you could probably serve this with just on like some toast or bread or something like that. I usually always serve it in a wrap just because that's something that I always have available and something that's really easy to just throw together. So I'll just show you how I do this really quickly. It's not really anything difficult here. All I do is take the wrap or the tortilla, and I'm gonna just spoon. This is actually enough for like 2 or 3 sandwiches or wraps or whatever you want to do. I usually get about 2 out of it, but I usually tend to overfill them too. So I think you could probably get about 3 out of this. And then I'm just gonna, if you can see, I'm just folding it up like you would just fold up any wrap. And that's pretty much it. So I got the stuff in there. You could do a much better job of folding it up probably than I did, but I'm actually just gonna eat this immediately right now, so I don't really care what it looks like because I'm starving. I hope this recipe kind of gives you some little of an idea of something you can make for yourself really quick when you're on the go or you're in between doing things and you just need something like super quick and super easy, because this takes like 2 seconds. And it's relatively nutritious, so that's always something good. Alright, so hopefully I can get some more videos up here soon. Hope you guys like this. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. As always, check out the blog. It's eatingconsciously.com, and now you have to click on blog and it will take you to the blog spot. And stay tuned for the podcast coming out shortly.